So after a beefy session at the Leap of Faith in the last video, we are now moving along in our spot session videos to this part, which is the Skittles ledges, also including that ledge, little area there, down to here. And the main event for me, I'm actually doing something a little bit different this time. I've used the object dropper to move around some of the tables that are located right here to do a bunch of interesting placements. I've been playing around with it a little bit and I've found a ton of cool stuff, so I'm kind of looking forward to showing this off. And also this little object here, I don't know what you'd call it, like a bank, pyramid sort of shape thing. It's really cool, but yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. So for now, let's start at the top and try, I don't know which to do first. This rail's pretty cool as well, or maybe some text up on the ledges. It's probably going to be a pretty tech video overall. Okay, something on this. This is always really hard to hit. Sketchy Smith to death. Oh, one thing I should say is I've lowered the frames per second down to 60 because I was having a lot of problems getting consistent flips with kick flips and heel flips. Other stuff was not too bad, but on 90, I don't know. I was getting like wrong input speed somehow. I have manual input speed and scoop speed. And I was doing some really long line videos or like clips that I was trying to film, and it was just giving me hell all the time. It was so inconsistent, especially in a long line. You want consistency, otherwise every trick's impossible. Jesus. But now, moving it down to 60, I feel like I'm hitting things a lot better than I used to, which is probably a good thing. I can't believe I'm still going. I will make a separate video about that. I kind of want to compare 60, 90, and maybe 120 to show just how different it feels. It's just maybe my own weird quirks or something, but from everything I've seen on the Discord server, people talking about it, 60 is the most stable. 90 does work, but it's less consistent, but it means it's a smoother game, so it's kind of a balance of what you want. See, I'm just hitting my flips out of grinds and stuff pretty nice at this point. Sketch. Go long backside. I don't think I've ever had that before. What is it? Another thing I like doing is with like double sets. Ooh, manual, a total of 21 kilometers. Okay. Where was I again? Oh yeah. Doing combos in the middle of stair sets, like having a manual in between and stuff like that always feels really nice. I'm kind of addicted to those at the minute, so I'm work on a few different variations for this, I think. Also revert combos. That's another thing I've kind of forgotten about recently. Sweet. Ooh. There is a reason why I put this bench upside down. It's because I wanted to hit these things. Okay, it wasn't that great. But in this game, as everybody knows, you can skate any part of an object. So why not turn it upside down and see what you can do with it? You could maybe even get a double grind. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Okay? Put up my manual trick game a little bit. Not to say that it's like super bad or anything, but I don't know. Shit. Still made it. Good. That was supposed to be a tail slide, but whatever. I suppose you can gap down to the middle bit and then grind the rail as well. So many different directions and things you can do around these maps. Pretty good. Why did that happen? Is that 50-50 or a Smith? I can't tell. I'm gonna complain though. Oh, let's do something on this. Sweet. Grind. Where did he go? Just because, like... One, what is going on here? There was supposed to be a nose manual. It bounced into a manual. The board exploded. And then he decided to do the splits. Where did he go? Oh, he's here. He's alive. Okay. I thought he fell through the floor, but I guess it's just the angle or something. Sweet. I do like that. Don't like that. Let's try manual on this. It could have worked. We'll think about that later. It's definitely one thing you can do. I was trying to see if a 50-50, 90-degree 50-50 would work, but it's pretty awkward. Get out. Ugh. It's really hard to get out of those things properly. I'm not sure why. Oh, come on. Ooh, sweet. I don't know what it is about doing a nose manual up that little bench and hopping down the little grassy thing. It feels nice. Ugh, try wrapping your head around that one. Yes, the pivot at the end was intentional. I kind of want to do a 360 on and then a 360 off, if that makes sense. What are we going to do? Maybe try a little trick on this. Was that grinding on the little metal bit? It was. See, that's how cool being able to skate or grind or do tricks on anything is. And of course, board hits this little sticking out leg bit. It makes him bail. Nice. While we're here, we might as well try getting over this ledge and grinding on the end. It's a little bit hard because it's like a slope, so you're going to have to hop pretty high, I think. Well, that's the idea at least. Made it. Let's go back. His board was stuck to his feet. Okay, Skittles, ledges. What can we do with these? They are just ledges. Okay, I shouldn't use that mindset because then it makes you just think, there's nothing to do here, let's just move on. See, you can grind on the inside. Let's try and do some of those sort of tricks. Sometimes reverts can look accidental, but it is nice to do them intentionally sometimes for a bit of extra style. Oh, I was trying to do like a manual to grind back down, but no good. Ooh. And a blunt as well. Oh, tech stuff is so hard. Ooh. Save it, save it, save it. Okay, we'll keep going just for the sake of it. Why was I doing the same thing again? Just doing a 180 on top is a challenge in itself, to be honest. Oh, no, go on then. Kind of gross. I was wondering if you could like pivot 270, but I think that'd be pretty hard. Maybe if you go really slow or something. I don't know. He doesn't turn that quick when you're in a manual, which is probably a problem. And we missed the feeble. Let's try another one. We missed that. But we get the unrealistic ride down the hill. Thank God. Okay, let's just keep going. Whole bunch of 180, 270 variations. Oh. I'll take it. I'll take it. When you get really into the weeds with like really hard flip in, flip out tricks, it's just a lot. I think that was a varial flip into a what? Nollie inward heel, I think. So yeah, the plan was varial flip in to nose, then inward heel out. I think that's what I got at some point. But he does turn as well, so I don't know if that changes the name of it. Okay, people that are really into skateboarding and know all the tricks, let me know. If you didn't know, I did BMX, not skateboarding. I just love skateboarding as a thing, but when it comes to the naming, Jesus Christ, it's a lot. You've really got to hit those 360 flips quick. Ghost push. Let's get that. Yes. Something on this. I didn't get the crooked. What an ender. Okay, so I'm getting further and further into the weeds doing like hard ledge tricks. I don't want to go too crazy because there's other stuff at the bottom that I want to play around with. Maybe just try one or two more little combo things around here and then we'll get down to the party time. Ooh, that's a lot. Not sure if I was entirely successful there. Or there. For some reason, he keeps tapping down when he gets to the manual part. Whee! Not the cleanest, I'll admit, but kind of a unique little line. Ah, I was trying to get a 50-50 kickflip to feeble, but when you need to get out straight, which means you need to release the sticks to make sure the next ollie or kickflip or whatever is a straight kickflip, but then it kind of screws up the grind. So it's actually really tricky to get the angle right. We did hit it, it just screwed up at the end. Feeble, kickflip, feeble. That's the first time I've ever done that, I think. It's the first time I've ever really thought about trying a trick like that. Because the inputs are a bit all over the place. Let's see if it actually looks any good. It may be worth clipping actually, because it's kind of a... It does that thing where if you're not quite locked in right, it bends all the way down like this. Looks like you're going to fall off. I guess just because it's not... Yeah, it's a little off center. It's fair enough though. I'll maybe try and get that some other time. Now though, the bit that I wanted to show off the most is around here. Because as you can see, I've set up a load of random nonsense. And I want to make the most of it. I'm going to promise not to move anything at this point. It's all in one place, so I'm going to try and take advantage of it. If you just decide that you can move everything at all times, everything just fits a specific purpose each time. I don't know, it kind of kills the creativity for me. I want to limit myself to the way things are now. It's not really limited though, is it? There's tons of stuff, but we'll see. Got to get over the little table, whatever they are, supports or something. I guess they would knock you off. See? A little bit of precision. I wonder if you could 180. Did we hit as well? Look, bonk. Sweet. Just... I guess it registered. Ooh, he made it through. Weird and off angle, but, you know, fair enough. Okay, this is a bit of a crazy one. Actually, no, I think that's going to get in the way. Get over the metal leg. Skate onto what the bit that you sit down on. And then ollie again over the bottom leg, if that makes sense. It's probably easy to show it, if I can do it. There we go. Welcome to my world, doing dumb stuff like this all the time. Hey, I get my money's worth out of these maps, right? Nice. Okay, one thing we really need to have a quick look at is this. There's so many different angles and things you can do up, down, around it. So I've already done a few actually in the end of some of the other lines I did earlier in the video. Can look a bit weird probably from a replay. It looks like his angles are getting smashed up somehow. I think I touched it. Surprisingly hard actually to get from the steps to either a manual or something. Did we just avoid it? The tail hit maybe. Maybe we need to attack it from more of this angle, but then again that increases the distance and it's already pretty far, so... So I gave up on the idea of going down it like that, but I did want to grind it, and I think that was a pretty good example. Kinda. I'm just go in a weird direction and try and power slide it as well. Jank. But we managed to do one of the lip slide tricks on top and somehow turn it into kind of a way down. Like proper contact that time. If all else fails, you can just grind it as well. course, you can go up it as well, like that. That was not what I intended to do, but okay, I need to think about those sort of tricks as well. Something about that that's really satisfying. I don't know. Up and down. Pretty smooth, actually. Oh. Damn it. Oh, imagine that. If there was concrete on the other side, you could do a grind up this one corner and then down the slope on the other side. That'd look pretty nice. Something like that, maybe? Okay, my brain is literally exploding with trick ideas at the minute. It's kind of nuts. There's so many angles or possibilities with this thing. And of course, it's also just a really good bank for those sort of tricks as well. We made it down in the end, you know. More awkward than it looks. You can't actually do the lip slides because it doesn't allow flips out. So you need to do like a mini ollie to turn it into a grind, and then it allows you to do the flip out or something like that. It's kind of confusing. Basically like that. What do we do? Did he go backwards? As you can see, this is like one of the most diverse objects, maybe in the whole map. There's so many different angles you can attack this thing. I'm getting ideas all the time, and I don't have all the time in the world to film, so I'm just going to have to like draw a line somewhere, and as long as it inspires you to do something, I guess that's a win, right? Crazy. Sweet. Okay, last thing on this little object. It's getting from here to this bench that I put there. You know, it's got a please keep off the grass sign, so I'll respect that. Kinda, at least. It's actually harder than I expected because this sharp angle kind of throws you off a lot. But again, you could put a bench this side, you could put it here somewhere and do combos from this to the bench to the top, or the other way around. Wow. I will admit, this one's kind of awkwardly placed. It's not the easiest thing to skate in the world. That's what I wanted. I wanted a nice little blunt on that. It's kind of the hard way, but and kind of a nice way of navigating both objects. Just imagine if wall rides were a thing in this game. You could go up the bench, wall ride this, grind down, wall ride over the rail. So many options. I hope they implement it. I don't know if they've ever said anything about wall rides, but they really should. And of course, don't forget the other side either. We have this bench as well, which is also kind of in an awkward position. That's my fault. But you can gap like that. The most common way would be to go down it. Kind of perfect for flip to manual tricks, also grinds as well. I guess we should probably finish up doing something on this. I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot to do on it, but this is probably getting quite long. I'm just doing tons of different tricks, which is a good thing, but you know. Sweet. It's a clean hit. Big question nobody is asking is, can you double grind those things? I'm not entirely sure you can. You'd need some like super lucky bounce to happen in between, and I'm not getting one at all, so may have to cross that one out. Okay. Last, we'll do some crazy grinds or manual stuff down to this bank, and then we'll call it, I think. Again, why is that so satisfying? Mind the gap. See, you don't have to go over either. You can do a manual to a grind or a grind to a manual as well, maybe. I'm trying to get like a clean manual, but I think because it's got the forward momentum and going backwards, it kind of screws up the manual. You can't just hold the same stick position when you go up and down on a manual. It reverses and it's really hard timing. So it's actually made that trick a lot harder than I expected. Not quite what I was expecting. Don't forget to sit down either. There we go. Cleaner one. I think that's about everything. Turns out I was doing quite a lot. I guess I was motivated today to try and figure out a lot of stuff. And this area here especially is maybe my favorite spot. Probably for the thumbnail, I'm gonna call this like underappreciated or something, and that's not a lie. I've had more fun and more ideas out of this than anywhere else. That's not to say anything else is bad, it's just, it's the right combination of angles, objects, things you can move around to make it even crazier. And it also makes me appreciate the object dropper. Somebody mentioned before if I'm going to start using those in videos, and at some point I really want to. But I do want to kind of appreciate the maps as they are first. And then after we've got that out of the way, we can start getting really crazy with that stuff, because that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. I'm kind of looking forward to it. But yes, if you haven't seen all of the videos up until this point in this spot session series on the school DLC, I've basically gone from the top of the map all the way down to here at this point. The only things that are left are the Leap of Faith, that bit at the bottom, and basically all of this section here. Wait, did I say Leap of Faith? No, that's the thing. What's it called? The place that's famous, the really big one. El Toro, there you go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, from the El Toro to Leap of Faith to here. Anything down from here is all new stuff, and there's quite a lot of technical bits and things that I want to do, especially around here. This is a cool little section as well, so look forward to that. If you want to see any of the other stuff, go back to my playlist. It'll all be there. A lot of this stuff recently, I'm really into it. Happy days. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.